Check. 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 Okay, there we go. I know what that noise was. Alright. Gonna get started now. So we reached our 15 follower goal. Going for 25 now. Long time no see, Chief Tolta. Ah, the special sports section. Thank you for coming. News of your success in solving the monster attacks reached America the other day. I even managed to convince some of the other villagers that the police aren't all bad. Appreciate it, man. This ain't the time to be singing our praises, though. If you don't mind, could you run us through the details of your requests? Oh, I almost forgot. Before that, though, allow me to thank you once more for dealing with those beasts. Now then, I'll cut straight to the heart of the matter. Support request mentioned something about monsters trespassing into America private property. Indeed they have. You likely saw the place as you were heading there. Along Old America Road, we own a stretch of property that serves as a storehouse for materials. There's been a pack of monsters that stormed in recently and made the place their new nest. Caused us a whole slew of problems. A whole pack? I can see how that would be an issue for the village. Have there been any injuries? Not as of yet, fortunately. However, we store many of our farming tools there, so it's not something we can continue to ignore. And given how well you dealt with our previous run-in with monsters, I was more than happy to submit a support request rather than ask the Bracer Guild. Hey, sounds like our stock is finally starting to go up. While we should be happy about that, we should probably focus on the task at hand for now. Come on, I know that. Alrighty, let's go show these trespassers who's boss. Yeah, it'd be best to finish this quickly. Wait too long and this pack could get out of hand. Oh, so you'll do it? I knew asking the SSF for help was the right call. Here, take this with you. I mean, I was just gonna jump the fence, but okay. That's the key to unlocking the property's gate. Head southeast on the old road and you'll find the place. Heck, riding the bus halfway down the path would save you time. Feel free to use whatever you find in there if it helps you resolve this matter. Free treasure. Understood. Leave it to us, Chief Tolta. Or we could just walk around the fence. Is this the place? There's Spartacus. Indeed, this is the private property of America Village. How in the world did a place like this end up infested with so many monsters? Probably because it's not a very good gate. It's just basically an entrance gate thing. No idea. Not to mention these buggers look like they're gonna be a bit more of a hassle to deal with than the ones roaming around the highway. Could be they're here as a result of everything that went down the other month. Probably came here looking for new feeding grounds. So this is the result from Ravash letting their warhounds loose then. Well, regardless, talking this over won't fix it any faster. I'm going to unlock the door. Everybody ready? Alright, time to conduct an extermination. Let's do this, everyone. Understood. Let's give them hell. You can count on me. That's not what that was. There we go. See if we can get this achievement. Not what you said. Crap. Of course we missed it. Crap. I think I'm gonna reload that. Since we're not too far back. That was so close. We'll just speed through all this. So nice. And we'll go save before that. Because I'm dumb. And get them like this. There we go. Crap, they're probably gonna burn to death. Oh well. We'll see. Well, never mind. We'll try another one. Damn it. We'll try it. See how that works. Might kill him though. Oh no, that wasn't bad. Oh. That might work. Of course, that last one's just sitting over there. Damn it. Well, she's dead. Maybe we can still do this though. Are you kidding me? Get in there. There we go. Hey, there we go. Now we're probably gonna die though. So we got into a 2 battle. We're gonna do this and try and see if we can just kill them all. Might be able to get 2 achievements in one with this. Oh, yep. Get out of a dangerous situation. Sweet. Crash bomb is a lifesaver. I'm gonna use it again. Dang, got a lot of suppets for that. Eight enemies at once. Recover from critical condition. Sweet. Hell yes. Alright, now that that's done, I can just complete this quest normally. Don't call me a box. I'm not a box. My cousin's a box and he's a complete idiot. Ooh, I like that. I always pick the wrong one. Oh well. Put like move 4 on Randy so he can like go across the whole map just for no reason. Okay, looks like that was the last of them. Extermination complete. I no longer detect the presence of any monsters within the perimeter. Damn, they're as much of a pain to deal with as I thought they'd be. Well, at least we got the job done in the end. That's what matters, right? Alright then, let's go give our report to Chief Tolta. Yeah, hopefully he'll have a bit more peace of mind now. Ooh. I always wanted to be a fisherman, but, well... I see. I'm glad to hear we won't have to worry about them anymore. Now we can finally get back to tending our fields in peace. Seems I owe you my thanks once again, Special Sports Section. It was no biggie. Stuff like that is nothing for us. Honestly, Randy, you're all talk. Still, seeing as this property is right on the highway, you may want to take some precautions to make sure that this doesn't happen again, Chief Tolta. Yes, I agree. We Americans will need to work out some way to deal with this problem ourselves. However, I can't help but notice that this all started after the wolf attacks. It's almost been a month since that was resolved, and yet this still happened. We have yet to confirm any sort of correlation between the two events, but it is quite probable. Regardless, now that we have exterminated the monsters, the storehouse should be safe for the time being. Ah, is that so? That is certainly a relief to hear. Thank you all for your help. As always, I'll make sure to call on you if something else pops up. You can count on us, sir. Call us and we'll come running. Well, if you'll excuse us. Let's see. How much money we got? Sure. Might have already gotten this. Now that the monsters have been dealt with, I can let my kids play outside by themselves again without worrying. Or maybe you could watch them while they're playing outside? I don't know. As a farmer, I don't have the time or luxury to travel outside the village very often. Camille always pesters me to take him and Polly to the anniversary festival. It is a bit hard to deal with, if I'm being honest. Okay, I already did that one. I think I've got everything so far. Yep. Time to do some fishing with a different rod. I already got that one, but still pretty good. Oh, come on. Give me something. Fine. It's the burra fish. Finally remembered its name. Or looked it up on Google. Because I could not remember. Let's see if they added this PS3 to sidequests. Probably not. This is Lloyd Bennings of the SSS speaking. Lloyd. Oh, relief. What a relief. The call went through. Fran? It's weird to get a call from you out of the blue like this. Something the matter? So actually, a citizen would like to speak with the special sports section. Is it alright if I set up a meeting? Yeah, that shouldn't be a problem. But I'm guessing there's a reason this request didn't come through the terminal like usual. Yeah, from what I was told, it sounds pretty serious. Not to mention it's rare we have someone specifically request the SSS. Ouch. Figured you'd be okay with it, so I already agreed to it. Gotcha. I think I understand the situation. Should we return to the office? That'd be perfect. I'll tell the client to meet you there. Do you have an idea when you'll be back? Let me think. We're a ways away, so let them know they're free to wait inside if they get there first. Okay, sounds like a plan. Thanks, Lloyd. I hope your meeting goes well. What's wrong? Did an urgent request come in? Yeah, seems like it's something serious. Let's wrap up any unfinished business and head back to the SSS, okay? Roger. Hey Lloyd, think our client's a smoking hot babe this time? How do you expect me to know that, Randy? Bennett's challenged Oscar to a bake-off a bunch of times, but hasn't had any luck besting him. He's clearly hell-bent now, though, so he might need to watch out. Nope, no side quests. Unless he's talking about Oscar, but I doubt it. That pup of yours is a hot topic around these parts. You gotta introduce me sometime, man. You know I love dogs. Heck, I'll even throw in the new bread of the month, my treat. Bacon roll. Sure, get one of those. Alright. Gonna upgrade some slots. Oof. I almost want to wait. It's hard on these because you could do a couple of the small ones and then wait for the big ones. We could do the big ones and then work your way down. Let's do one of those. I will do hers. Guess we'll save the rest for later. There we go. That's a nice amount. Actually, well, maybe we'll do 100 more of those. Oh. Same as she's already here. Oh? Oh. I'm so sorry. Front door is unlocked, so I let myself in. I hope that was okay. No, don't worry about it. We already knew you were coming. Welcome to the special support section. You're the client we were told about, right? Ah. My name is Risha Mao. Thank you for taking the time to meet with me. Whoa. Oh, hell yes. He's so slender, yet so front-loaded. Do you have to make your ogling so obvious? Lloyd? Huh? Right. Why don't you take a seat, Miss Mao? What was it you wanted to talk to us about? A threat letter? Yes, it arrived exactly 1 week ago. Letter came in for Ilya with no return address. Oh, I'm sorry. Ilya Platier is Arkansas's star player, the fervent dancer. He's only the continent-renowned performer who's taken the world of dance by storm. Randy, you lucky dog? Who would have thought you'd get a request involving Ilya frickin' Platier? I know you're excited, Randy, but please try to control yourself. I mean, I know who she is, given she's a celebrity and all, but why would anyone send her a threat letter? She keeps claiming it's just a dumb prank, but I'm not so sure. Something about it just seems too strange to me. I asked the troop leader about it, and he advised me to contact the police. Who is in possession of the threat letter now? Well, Ilya still has it actually. She was about to throw it away, but I convinced her not to. Good thinking. We'll have to ask her if we can look at it. By the way, Miss Mao, I'm assuming you must be related to Arkansas in some way? Ah, yes, I'm one of the other performers. I'm just a beginner, though, nothing compared to Ilya herself. Wait a damn minute. What's your problem, Randy? Your face. I saw it in the front page feature about Arkansas's new show. You're the one playing the Moon Princess, the co-star to Ilya's Sun Princess. The highly anticipated up-and-comer personally recruited by Ilya herself, Risha Mao. No, I wouldn't say it like that. All I do is stumble around and get in the other's way. Truth be told, I'm still not sure if I'm ready for my debut. No need to be so modest, Miss Mao. Being recruited by Arkansas is an incredible accomplishment. You should be proud. Oh, thank you. Well, all that certainly answers my question, but back to the matter at hand. Oh, crap. Skipped it. Right, she said she'd rather focus on perfecting the show, so she doesn't want any outsiders coming in. Specifically, she told me that getting the police involved was out of the question. Well then, in that case, it seems we have no role to play in this matter. But aren't you the special support section? Based on what I read in the magazine, it seemed like you were more approachable than the rest of the CPD. I think if it's you four, Ilya will be more willing to let you investigate the issue. I don't know. I wouldn't normally suggest this, but have you asked the Bracer Guild for help? Since Ilya's a civilian, perhaps they could work as bodyguards for the time being. Well, there's a small problem with that. You know as well as I do how popular the guild is in Crossbell. It'd be far too conspicuous if bracers were constantly coming in and out of the theater. Rumors would spread. So with that in mind, I thought people wouldn't really notice if you were you guys. Oh, I'm so sorry. That sounded so much ruder than I thought it would. It's fine, Miss Mao. We understand. I think we have a grasp on the situation now. I know where I stand, but what do you guys think? Should we take the case? Yes, definitely. I have no objections. Are you crazy, man? This is a once-in-a-lifetime chance. Of course we help. There you have it, Miss Mao. The special support section would be happy to look into this threat letter for you. Thank you so much. I'll head back to the theater now. I need to tell the troop leader and Ilya the good news. Please stop by as soon as you're able to. We will. See you, Risha. Call me anytime. Well, we should probably jump on this soon and head over to the theater. After all, we can't exactly conduct our investigation without seeing the letter for ourselves, can't we? Indeed. We cannot ignore Ilya's theory that it is simply a prank either. Man, this is one hell of a job, Perk. Hanging out with Arkansas right before the debut of their new show. Score. We get to see Ilya Platier up close and personal. Up close and personal, baby. Honestly, Randy, though I can't deny I'm excited to meet Ilya Platier myself. Does my hair look okay? You two are really worked up about this. Well, based on what I've seen in magazines, she's definitely beautiful, no doubt about that. I'm also looking forward to it. Oh. For my requests, I guess. As always, we appreciate your hard work. Well done, allow me to go over your reports. Ooh, gladiator headband. I think we can go through here. Yeah. The architecture of this building is truly magnificent. It seems to be relatively new as well. I believe it was built around about 20 years ago, so it's a fairly recent addition compared to some of our older buildings like City Hall. Arkansas. Back when I was a kid, Guy and Cecile would bring me here every so often. Doing okay there, Lord? Oh, it's nothing. So are we all ready to head inside? Wow. Lobby is certainly grand. I hear music playing. Do you think they're in the middle of practice? Ooh, that's gotta be it. Hello there. I'm terribly sorry, but only authorized personnel may enter the theater at this time. Oh, actually, we're with the CPD. I believe we received a request for a consultation. Oh, so you're the special sports section. Welcome to Arkansas. Risha told me you would be coming. I believe you're here to speak with the troop leader and Ilya, correct? Yeah, are they available right now? I believe so. Go straight through the door, straight ahead through the main doors. Avon and Risha are likely watching Ilya practice right about now. Oh? Are you sure it's okay? We don't want to get in the way while she's practicing. Oh no, I assure you, she isn't the type to be bothered by any minor interruptions. On the contrary, with the show almost upon us, she'd be quite happy to have visitors. Alright then. You heard him. What are we waiting for? To the auditorium! Whoa. She's so incredible. Especially in high speed mode. We'll just leave it on normal so it's a little longer. Oh. Oh, there you guys are. Sorry, we didn't mean to bother you. Yeah, you were just... wow. That was completely breathtaking. I think I died and went to heaven for a second there. I'm lucky to have been able to witness something so amazing. You guys flatter me. Still, it's nowhere near finished. Seriously? It can be even better? Why, of course. That particular routine was from one of the Sun Princess's first scenes. It'll be even better once we add the Moon Princess into the mix. As for the climax, well, let's just say this was nothing compared to what that'll be like. Holy crap. I can't even imagine. Look forward to it. So Risha, are these the people you were telling me about? Yeah, that's right. This is the special sports section. Really? You don't give off any cop vibes, though. Anyway, are you sure you want to investigate this letter business? I don't want to waste your time looking into a dumb prank like this. Come now, Ilya. Everyone is just worried about you. Why don't you indulge us just a tad? Well, I don't know about that. It's not really my style to let anything put a damper on the hype before a show. But if Risha lets me give her a special massage, I'll consider it. No, absolutely not. I swear, what am I going to do with you? She's pretty different from her stage persona. Reminds me of a creepy old lecher. I heard she had an interesting personality, but not to this extent. She sure is something, huh? I'm so sorry, everyone. Lloyd, would you and the others mind waiting in the lobby? I'll try my best to persuade her somehow. Ilya, what are you... Said Lloyd, right? Are you Lloyd? Yes, I'm him. Too close. Way too close. And what's your last name? Bannings? My name's Lloyd Bannings. Ah, I knew it. What? Huh? Seriously? What the hell, Lloyd? Ilya, stop. What's the meaning of this? Wow, what a small world. Who'd have thought this would be the day I met the infamous little brother? Well, now that I think about it, I'm pretty sure she mentioned that you would join the police department. You're exactly how I imagined you'd be. Wait a second, does that mean... Are you one of Cecile's friends? Yep, Cecile's my best friend. I've known her for over 10 years now. We met in Sunday school. I had no idea. Allow me to properly introduce myself then. I'm Ilya Plotier, the star of Arkansas, so to speak. Pleasure to meet you. Ilya, what are we going to do with you? You can't just smother someone like that. It's a little rude, wouldn't you say? Don't be such a prude. Admit it, Lloyd, you enjoyed that hug, didn't you? I could tell. Well, there. First Castile, now her. So that's how it is? When you said, when everything's said and done, the rest of us are nothing compared to the little brother type. Damn you little brother 1%ers, all smug atop your golden thrones, surrounded by babes. Anyway, about the threat letter. Oh yeah, I nearly forgot about that thing. Can't say no to such an adorable little face now, can I? If you insist, I've got the letter right here with me. Here you go. Thanks, Celia. Weren't you the ones who asked for help? Let's give it a read. Cancel all performances of your upcoming show or the beloved fervent dancer will have a tragic accident. Signed, Yin. What the? Cancel all performances of your upcoming show or the beloved fervent dancer will have a tragic accident. Signed by Yin. I just said that. That's a threat letter if I've ever seen one. You sure about that? It sounds more like a lame prank to me. I'm going to be honest with you guys, it's unfortunate, but we get stuff like this all the time. Really? It's true, we do get a decent amount of letters like this. Most of them are written out of jealousy or in jest, though. In this particular case, however, there's something that bothers me. And what would that be? It's the signature, ain't it? Precisely. Essentially all the letters we've been sent up till now have been anonymous. There's something suspicious about the name Yin. I just can't shake the feeling that this isn't a simple prank. And I just keep telling you it's nothing to worry about. Do you have any idea who this Yin person is? Not in the slightest. Like, is that even a person's name? Almost sounds like it's some sort of code name. Suppose it could be related to our new show's title. Yin means silver, after all. Well, that's as far as I can guess. An interesting coincidence indeed. Is there anything else you can think of that might be relevant? For example, have you done anything recently that someone might hold a grudge over? About that. Wait, you don't mean... What is it, Risha? Does someone have it out for you guys? Ilya, dear. It's not about us. It's about you, Ilya. Remember the other day with the president of that company? Oh, that old baldy? To be perfectly honest, that whole thing was so trivial I'd completely forgotten about it. Who exactly is this baldy? Just some greasy old loser named Marconi. Apparently he's the big boss of that business, Ravash & Co. What? Ravash? Aw man, that name yet again? What's with all the freaking out? It's just we've been hearing that name pretty often. Do you mind filling us in on what happened with Ravash's president? Sure thing. He likes to bring his business associates to Arkansas for entertainment. He'll plant his ass in our exclusive seats so everyone knows he's a big shot. Thing is, he doesn't care about the actual show at all. Like, he doesn't even appreciate my dancing. All he does is ogle me with those beady little eyes of his. Ilya. Wow, were you actually able to pick up on that, Ilya? This theater is my domain, and I know everything that happens here. So anyway, that old coot had the gall to approach me and patronize me. He kept babbling on and on about how he would support my career and have me debut at the Heimdall Opera House. Wow, it don't get much more fancy than that. Actually, we received requests to perform in both the Empire and the Republic. We're often asked to hold a limited run of performances in both countries. Now that I think about it, we've even had an offer to perform in Liberal's Grand Arena. Wow, I didn't realize Arkansas was internationally famous. Still, why would Marconi approach Ilya about being her patron? He supposedly has powerful connections within Erebonia. but judging by the rumors, they aren't with the type of people we want to associate with. From all we've heard, Ravash has deep ties to the Empire, and of course its criminal underworld as well. I had no idea. How were you able to resolve the situation with Marconi? I politely refused, of course. And for good measure, I slapped him across that giant face of his and told him never to speak to me again. You did what? You slapped a Mafia Don? In the face? Yes she did. I swear, I nearly fainted after she pulled that stunt. I nearly had a heart attack. However, he had the audacity to touch Ilya inappropriately. The recklessness, rudeness of that man was unbelievable. The nearby staff intervened, so we somehow managed to settle it. So what you're saying is there's a good chance he's still nursing a bruised ego. That's what I'd expect from a typical mafioso, anyway. It does seem like a plausible motive to send a threat letter. Okay, we understand the situation. First off, we'll try to uncover some new leads with the clues on hand. Do you mind if we hold onto this letter, Ilya? Be my guess. I see a familiar glint in your eyes now, Lloyd. Come again? It's just like how I feel when I step onto that stage. Anyway, I'm sure you four will do a spectacular job. With you on the job, hopefully poor Risha will be able to sleep at night. Thank you, Ilya. We'll happily tackle the case, Miss Mao. We'll do everything we can to live up to your expectations. Thank you very much. I'm so happy that Ilya finally agreed to accept help with this. I knew going to you was the right choice. Well, don't give us too much credit just yet. From the sound of it, this case isn't going to be an easy one to solve. Oh yes, I suppose you're right. By the way, you don't have to keep calling me Miss Mao, just Risha is fine. Oh? Well, I'm still just a novice, and I think I'm actually a little younger than you and Ellie, so it just seems a little strange for you to call me Miss. Oh really? Well, alright then. I'll be sure to keep that in mind, Risha. Thank you, I really appreciate it. Risha! The meeting's going to start without you if you don't hurry up. I'll be right there. Well done, everyone. If you'll excuse me, if you figure anything out, please don't hesitate to stop by the theater. Arkansas sure is busy. You're telling me. I bet they practice another 100 times before the actual show. I'm starting to get why they don't want to waste their time with this letter business. Indeed, that does make sense. I hope we can solve this soon for the sake of their new show. Let's get to it then. Sounds good. So what's the plan? Ravasha's looking like our only potential lead so far. This Yin person may be worth looking into as well. Yeah, you're right. Hey everyone, I've got an idea. Why don't we pay Ravash & Co. a visit? What? You're kidding. Isn't it our obligation as police officers to pursue any possible lead? We still don't know if Ravash's Dawn is responsible for sending the letter, but I know for a fact that we'll never reach the truth if we shy away from potential trouble. You make a valid point. Not only that, but I think it'll be a good opportunity. They're a group of criminals that think they're above the law. It's the chance to see the true nature of Crossbow's underworld for ourselves. Heh, can't argue with that. What's wrong? Are you worried? Brandy and I could always go alone. Lloyd. No, that's I didn't mean... Oh no, it's not that I'm worried. I'm sure it won't be too dangerous to ask them a few questions. It's just, I've always been curious about the people that make up the city's infamous mafia. And this is a perfect chance to finally meet them face to face. Oh. Well, looks like Mademoiselle is ready and raring to go. Well, of course I am. Life is full of surprises after all. Who knows what sort of exciting twists and turns this letter will lead us to. So let's be off right away. Agreed. According to the database, Ravash's headquarters is located in the back alley. There is a narrower alleyway halfway down the street that leads to his front doors. Thought I remembered seeing some shady looking dudes there. Guess it makes sense if that's their HQ. Oh dang, I got another 10,000 from those quests I turned in. Nice. Chest in here? Oh. Let me play you. So this is the Ravashenko building. We knew it wasn't in the safest part of the city, but the way here was even shadier than I expected. Who the hell are you guys? Place isn't for kids like you to screw around in. Go ahead and piss off. What? Ain't you those kids? Could it be? Who'd have thought we'd be reunited with a dear fellow of ours? What? Who are these kids? They're those damn police brats. They're the ones that spoiled our plans in the downtown district. No way. Seems our reputation precedes us. We've come here today as part of an official investigation. Say what? We'd appreciate if we could meet with your boss. We'd like to ask him some questions regarding a certain incident. Are you out of your damn minds? Bunch of dogs like you tucking in the dawn? Just how cocky can you runts get? He's not one of our suspects, we just want to ask him some questions. He, of course, isn't obligated to speak with us, so we won't force the issue. Can you boys at least let your boss know we're here? Appreciate it. Tch. Damn it, Arnaud. Your screw-up made these little shits way too big for their britches. Hey, what's the plan? These sons of bitches have the wrong idea. Sounds like we should teach them some manners, eh? Sounds good to me. Guess we ain't getting in. Yeah, we'll just have to try again some other time. Let him through. Boss? Sorry, boss, these kids were... It's fine. He's massive. Wald is fairly large, but he pales in comparison. This guy's a mountain. Heh, you're those brats with the police then? I've heard the stories already, but you're younger than I thought you'd be. I'm Lloyd Bannings of the Special Support Section. And you are? Garcia Rossi. I'm the General Manager of Sales at Ravashenko. I suppose most of the employees stick to boss, though. Oh damn, I wasn't expecting a big shot like him to come out here to greet us. Yes, I believe he's Marconi's right-hand man. Come inside. I'll hear what you have to say. Oh, Ha, you're lucky the boss is in a good mood. Get your asses in there. You better not even think about disrespecting him. Unless you're fine with having your lifespans cut short. So that's what this is all about? You think the Dawn sent Ilya Pletier a threat letter? Ridiculous. You kids sure have some overactive imaginations. We aren't claiming it as truth, of course. However, we heard of a recent incident between your boss and Ilya, and given that we were out of leads, we thought we should at least come to ask about it. Aha, you talking about the Dawn getting smacked? That's nothing, just a random little event in his busy life. He had a bit too much to drink at the time, and he barely remembers it anyway. I doubt he's holding any kind of grudge over it. Is that so? It's just another rumor we've heard. But what about the proposal to have Ilya perform at the Heimdall Opera House? Yeah, that was brought up. Ravash has got friends in a lot of places, and it was them who actually came to us with the idea. But apparently the main reason was that the Dawn wanted to bring her in as a special guest for what? Special guest? Never mind, nothing you need to know about. Anyway, that letter ain't from us. Do you understand now, kids? Even so, do you mind taking a look at the letter, just in case? Huh? Sure, whatever. Hand it over. Here you go. Huh? The hell is this shit? Whoever this is, he's dead set on getting in the way of Ilya Pletier's performance. What was that? It looked like he noticed something. Garcia threw the threat letter back at Lloyd. This is a damn waste of my time. Threat letter? This crap looks like nothing more than an overblown prank to me. Hold on a second. Your reaction gave the impression that you may know something. Don't know what you're talking about. Nothing in that letter looked the least bit familiar to me. All I can tell you is that the Dawn didn't write it. Oh, and that you guys are on a fool's errand. You know that, right? It's clear that there's something this guy is not telling us. Whatever it is, he seems unlikely to reveal any further information. Suppose that covers things here then. Is there any way we could hear the story directly from the Dawn? What? Yeah, getting it straight from the source would be best, you know. Or is he not in right now? Don't go getting cocky now, kiddos. You think the Dawn has time to see a bunch of snot-nosed rookies like you? Group of naive and helpless puppies that he can crush in the palm of his hand? Wait a second. Normally I wouldn't have even given you the time of day, but since I'm such a nice guy, I figured this would be a good chance to give you one piece of advice. No matter what you do, you can't change Crossbell's true nature. Ravash's iron grip is here to stay. Pretty confident about that, ain't you? If you understand, then get the hell out of here. I don't have the time to sit around having tea parties with a bunch of little shits like you. However, if you dare defy us again, there will be no mercy. I will end you. Thank you for the advice. Let's go, everyone. I think we've gotten all we can here. Yes. Roger. Huh. Well, this is the worst tea party I've ever been at. Ain't even any tea. Wait. You there, redhead. Huh? You talking to me? That shade of red. I've seen it before. No, you couldn't be. Whoa, whoa, hold on there, Gramps. I love getting attention from smoking hot ladies, but old men? Not really my thing, you know? Well, no matter. Hurry up and get out of my sight already. You're the one who stopped me. Make up your damn mind already. That went well. He was treating us like children. Well, Tio, you kinda are one. I can't stand that bastard. By the way, Randy, why did he stop you as we were leaving? Beats me. Anyway, that big guy ain't bluffing. The way we are now, I doubt we'd be able to so much put a scratch on him. You think? I sensed he considered us far beneath his notice. As if no matter what we did, it would barely register as a thorn in his side. Right, I got that impression too. Even considering his group's connections in the Diet, he didn't seem fazed at all. Ellie? What's up? Oh, it's nothing. More importantly, how will we proceed? Seemed like Ravash may know more than they're letting on. You mean regarding the threat letter sent to Ilya? Yeah. I don't think we can take everything Garcia told us at face value. That being said, I think the odds that Ravash is connected to this incident are low. Really? But he clearly reacted to the threat letter once he saw it, right? Without a doubt, he definitely noticed something. Lloyd pulled out the threat letter. Perhaps what Garcia reacted to was... the name of the sender. That Yin guy? You think there's a chance Yin is involved with Ravash? Yin conspiring with Ravash wouldn't explain Garcia's reaction to the letter. It's almost as if he was sure that this had nothing to do with them once he saw it. Don't you think so? Oh. Yeah, that's a good way to describe the look on that ugly mug of his. We can deduce that while Yin has no ties to Ravash, it is still a name they are familiar with. Is that an appropriate hypothesis? Yeah, I think that's safe to say. If that's the case, I think we should consult with someone who is more familiar with Ravash. Mr. Grumman comes to mind. Yeah, that's a great idea. If we're as close to the truth as we think we are, then it might be a good idea to discuss it with Grace too. Although, we give that woman the smallest morsel and before you know it, she'll be trying to drag the whole damn story out of us. She would inevitably learn of the threat letter and it would become a colossal ordeal for Arkansas. I was hoping you'd all talk me down from that idea, to be honest. We should try questioning any other people that come to mind as well. If we're lucky, we might even come across some information we weren't expecting. Yes, maybe so. Ellie? Oh, it's nothing. Shall we begin gathering information? Let's start wherever we'd like. At some point, we'll have to visit the law office, though. Right, let's get going. haven't gone to the exchange shop yet, so. Oh, customers. Mama, we have new customers. Can I sell them some weapons? Huh? New customers. Sell them the untraceable stuff. You heard her, folks. So you buying something today? Actually, could you tell us what kind of store this is? We sell goods. Anything you need, we got it. Usually, right now, we only have meds and quartz in stock. Like this one and that one. Oh yeah, don't count on using any mirror. That stuff leaves a trail. Pay with goods only. This continues to sound more suspicious by the minute. What I think she's trying to say is this is some kind of exchange shop, right? We have 60 24 caliber rifles, and hey Lloyd, I can make out handguns in that wooden box. The other box over there appears to be filled to the brim with ammunition, explosives and hand grenades. I think I spy a bulletproof vest and some other gadgets over there. Wait a damn minute, is that drum over there filled with the liquid fuel the CGF uses? Excuse us. We're hoping you could provide us with some information regarding the type of business you're running. Oh, customers. We're brokers. We deal with goods coming in from all over Zemuria. You guys new to the CPD? Never seen your faces around here before. Brokers? People who like to operate in the dark. I'd heard rumors of a black market with a long reach operating out of Crossbow somewhere. I take it that's you? Smuggle goods and weapons. Are you connected to Ravash by any chance? Oh, of course not. Even the thought of being lumped in with those numbskulls makes me sick. I'm a respectable broker, thank you very much. I trade with 10 odd countries, including their militaries and the Jaeger Corps. I don't associate with small-time thugs that fire their guns at the drop of a hat. You're cops, right? If you want to take them down, be my guest. Actually, a detective from the 1st Division usually stops by here every so often. Well, half the reason is to buy supplies, and the other half is to loosen my tongue about current smuggling trends. She must be valuable to the CPD as well, then. Even so, I can't get over how suspicious she is. Are you guys gonna buy something or what? You must know I don't sell weapons to anybody I don't trust. I've got my standards. That being said, if anything ever catches your eye, don't hesitate to ask my daughter at the counter about it. Oh, hold up just a second there, customers. That leads to the basement storeroom, and you're definitely not allowed in there, so keep your asses right up here if you want to buy something. I'm just gonna go to the law office. Excuse us, sir. Oh, welcome. It's been a while, hasn't it? I've been hearing a lot of stories about the special support section. It seems you've all been working hard since we last met. Well, I'm sure you've been working just as hard as us, Mr. Grimwood, if not more. Right, you look as busy as always, sir. Haha, well, you get used to it in this line of work. That aside, something must have happened, right? Judging by the look on your faces, you've come here to ask for my advice. Impressive. Was it that obvious? Well, I do see a great many clients come through my door every day with that very same look. Lucky for you, I'm taking a break right now, so you can ask me anything. Thank you, Mr. Grimwood. Your words mean more than you could ever know. I think we'll take you up on that kind offer. A threat letter sent to Arkansas? And you're curious as to whether the sender Yin is tied to Ravash? Yes, sir. Do you have any idea? Unfortunately, I don't have any information that connects the two of them. But that doesn't mean that I've never heard the name Yin before. Really? What do you know about him? Well, I have no evidence that points toward this being the same person. With that in mind, are you still interested in this information? Yes, of course. Hell, at this point, we'll take any lead we can get our hands on. Very well then. It all happened when I went on a business trip to Calvard. While walking about, I heard a strange urban legend from a local. It involves the legendary Zhang Shao. I'm probably butchering that, but referred to as Yin. It certainly is an Eastern name. What exactly is a Zhang Shao? It means something along the lines of assassin or killer. Pretty sure that's what they call them in most of the Eastern religions, or Eastern regions. My, you certainly are well informed. I'd say it's somewhat similar to how we customarily call mercenaries Jaegers. You mentioned this was an urban legend. There's more to it, I assume? Yes, well, it's said that no one knows for sure whether Yin is real or not. Though supposedly he's said to wear a mask and a pitch-black coat, and he's never once allowed someone to see his face. He appears and vanishes with the shadows and never lets his prey slip away. In other words, he's a phantom. A phantom? Like Danny Phantom? Sounds like a pretty tall tale if you ask me. I suppose this is why it's called an urban legend. However, why would this so-called legendary assassin send a threat to Ilya Pletier? Right, it just doesn't make sense. Wait, what if it's not Ravash he's tied to, but Heyu? Yeah, I was thinking the same thing. Heyu is a powerful organization operating out of Calvard's eastern quarter. With that in mind, I wouldn't be shocked if they knew of the Eastern Assassin. I getcha. If that's the case, Garcia's reaction makes a lot more sense. We know for a fact that Ravash and Heyu are at each other's throats, and if Heyu and Yin are teaming up, despite not being directly tied to Ravash, it would be highly likely that the Mafia is acutely aware of his presence. That in and of itself would support Lloyd and Ellie's theory. An intriguing thought, but that brings us back to your previous question, Tio. Why would Yin threaten Ilya Pletier, the lead star of Arkansas? Well, we still need to figure that one out. We know that Ilya and Ravash's Dawn had an argument at the party. Could it be somehow related to that? I don't know. It didn't really sound like something that warranted a threat. Besides, would Heyu react at all if they're against Ravash? Yeah. Any chance the name is a coincidence and we're dealing with someone completely unrelated? I don't think so. Every clue we've gathered so far has pointed in a particular direction. I think we're still too early in the investigation to disregard anything that's not quite lining up. Hey guys, not to get too far ahead of myself, but why don't we try paying Heyu a visit? What? Well man, are you off your rocker today? Think about it like this. We know that Heiyu is a big enough threat to Ravash to have gotten their attention, and Heiyu has only continued to spread its influence and chip away at Ravash's hold on Crossbow's criminal underworld. Depending on the circumstances, they could prove even more dangerous than Ravash. You may be right. I see. This might be the perfect chance to check out whether or not that is true. Hold up, it's not like we can just barge in on them. We have no idea what kind of people we're up against, Lloyd. Actually, I recently met the manager of Heiyu Trading's Crossbow branch. What? Seriously? He came to me for counsel to ensure there were no legal barricades preventing his business from operating Crossbow. I saw no harm in the request, so I accepted the job. And it was then that I met him. I see. What kind of person was he? The word shrewd certainly comes to mind. He's relatively young, but he already knows his way around things. He has a silver tongue and is unflappably confident. Love that word. Overall, I'd say he's extremely intelligent and not someone that can be taken lightly. An intellectual then? Sounds like he's going to be a huge pain in the ass. Definitely not the kind of guy who will give us any straight answers. True, but this will be a good chance to meet with him. What do you say? Okay, you won me over. I'm also quite curious about this branch manager. Same here. I know a bit about Ravash, but nothing about Heiyu. We'll be going in blind. You're right, Lloyd. This will be a good opportunity to learn more on how they operate. That's decided then. Thanks for all your help, Mr. Grimwood. Looks like we'll be able to press on with our investigation after all. I'm happy to hear that. You remind me of the way Guy used to work his cases. Anyway, Heiyu works under the guise of a respectable trading company. Stopping by their office shouldn't prove too dangerous. However, never forget that their true identity is that of a massive influential crime syndicate. Don't let your guard down around them. Yes, sir. Thank you, we'll keep that in mind. Alright, let's make our way to Heiyu Trading. I think they're somewhere by the pier. Correct, our destination should be in the northeast corner of the harbor district. They are apparently located right by the river. Oh, we talking about that red eastern looking building? Surprising to think that a crime syndicate's headquarters is in the same area as the IBC and Crossbow Times buildings. Suppose it's no matter, let's try paying them a visit. A sign is affixed to the locked door. Heiyu Trading Ltd. Crossbow branch. If you have business with us, please knock. This must be the place. How do we proceed, Lloyd? Excuse me, is anybody there? And who might you all be? We're from the Crossbow Police Department, Special Sports Section. We were hoping to ask your branch manager a few questions regarding to a certain incident, if possible. Wait here for a moment. Well, here we go. Man, what kind of trouble are we getting ourselves into this time? Suppose we'll find out very soon. I apologize for the wait. The branch manager will see you now. Please come in. Thank you. If you'll excuse us. Our apologies for making you wait. Right this way. This is the branch manager's room. Oh, how nice of you to finally visit. It's nice to meet you. I'm Lloyd Bannings of the CPD's Special Sports Section. Pleasure's all mine. I'm Chow Lee, manager of Heiyu Trading's Crossbell branch. So you're Lloyd, and you three must be Ellie, Randy, and Tio, correct? May I ask how you know of our names already? Haha, truth be told, I'm an avid reader of the Crossbell Times. I was mesmerized by your exploits and instantly became a fan. Though boorish of me, I decided to investigate your backgrounds through various intermediaries. Is that so? Yeesh, 5 seconds in he's already holding all the cards. He's just as cunning and intelligent as we were told. It's an absolute honor to meet such an intriguing group as yourselves. What brings you to our office today? Is there a problem of some sort with our business operations? No, that's not it. We're actually in the middle of investigating an incident involving Arkansas. Arkansas, you say? Ah, but of course. Crossbell's very own prided theatrical group. I've been meaning to see one of their shows ever since I first arrived there, but work has kept me oh so busy, you know. I seem to recall them having announced their next production, correct? Yeah, that's right. As a matter of fact, our investigation is related to an issue with their upcoming show. We'd actually like to ask you a few questions if you don't mind. Oh dear, sounds like quite the predicament. Very well, I should comply with your request, free of charge, of course. Yin, you say? We're aware that Heiyu's main office is located in the Republic's eastern quarter. We were thinking that due to that, you might be familiar with Yin? Interesting. Am I to assume that you're implying I have connections to this criminal named Yin? No, of course not. To be honest, we simply don't have a lot of info, so we're following up on any and all leads we have. Ah, is that so? Well, alright then. This may be rather basic information, but I can tell you some of the legends regarding Yin in more detail. We're listening. The name Yin holds a particularly strong influence within the eastern quarter. A Zhang Xiao, an assassin, hidden beneath a mask and beneath a pitch-black cloak. No one has ever gazed upon his true face. He appears like a shadow and vanishes like a phantom. His prey has never once escaped. And though it may seem preposterous, some say Yin may be immortal. Immortal? What do you mean? Well, documents show that Yin has been operating as an assassin for at least a century. His rise into legend began shortly after the democratization of the Calvar Republic. If you were to examine records from that time, Yin's name is frequently mentioned. The demon draped in black sent one prominent figure after another to their grave during his chaotic period in history. The story is getting more outlandish by the second. It's gotta just be some scary fable to keep the kiddos in line. No way he's real. No, Mr. Orlando, Yin is very real. What? Yin far surpasses a mere tall tale in the underworld of the Eastern Quarter. Though his true identity is unknown, Zamir's greatest assassin can be employed for the right price. A master of all assassination techniques, a martial artist with incredible dexterity and agility who lurks in the shadows. He is recognized as such, and his deadly work speaks to his existence. A certain organization highly values Yin and entrusts many jobs to him, or so the rumor goes. The organization you were referring to... Ah yes, that reminds me. While we're on the topic of Yin, I have heard recent claims of Yin having vanished entirely from the Eastern Quarter. It's come to my attention that he has accepted a hefty job from the aforementioned organization. Apparently it involved traveling to a certain autonomous state we're all familiar with. I don't like what you're implying. What's the matter? I haven't given you the name of the organization, have I? Nor the name of the state. You and Ravash are one and the same. Oh please, refrain from comparing Heiyu to that measly local gang. Or at least that's what I'd like to say. Quite frankly, I'm more than impressed with how well they managed to adapt to this peculiar city. Those persistent little pests have caused quite a bit of trouble for us. You fessing up? He's not even pretending anymore. I'm merely referring to them as our fellow business competitors. Here in Crossbow, free trade is protected by law, after all. Do you take issue with that, officers? Let me ask you this one final question. Has our concealed been caught in the crossfire between you and Ravash? Oh? We just received information about Ravash's proposal for Arkansas to perform in the Imperial capital. Were you considering a similar proposal too? I have no problem admitting that certain crowds in the Republic wish to be graced by their presence. However, our company is unconcerned with matters relating to the entertainment industry. I certainly am perplexed though. Why exactly was the threat letter signed with the name of an assassin? That's what I intend to find out. Thank you for your time, Chow. We appreciate your cooperation. Lloyd? You sure we're done here, man? I doubt we'll get much more out of him if we stayed longer. And besides, Chow already seems more than busy enough, so we really should excuse ourselves. Lloyd's right. Thank you for being so considerate. One more thing before you leave, Detective Bannings. What is it? Come now, don't look so displeased. You call me saying that I'm a big fan of the SSS? Believe me when I say that was no lie. Huh? I must say, this current investigation of yours absolutely fascinates me. As one of your fans, I can hardly wait to see how you'll resolve this one. I am most certainly looking forward to reading about it. Thank you for stopping by, officers. The branch manager says you may contact us again and should anything happen. We appreciate the offer. So now we have to worry about these guys on top of Ravash. I want to say they at least seem a bit friendlier. Or maybe they see us as so little of a threat, they think they can screw with us. That is not outside the realm of possibility. Ellie, you okay? Are you feeling unwell? No, I'm fine. More importantly, we found out that the legendary assassin Yin has managed to infiltrate Crossbow State. We at least managed to get that information out of Chow. Yeah, it didn't seem like he was lying. Also, I don't get the impression that Chow is the one threatening Arkansas and Ilya. I was thinking the same thing. If that were the case, no way he have hinted at his connection to Yin. Then that would mean Yin's actions are not tied to his employer, Heiyu, but rather he's acting of his own accord. We might be out of options if that's the case. Let's assume you're right. That means Chow probably doesn't know Yin's true identity. Sounds like our only option is to catch a legendary assassin then. Unfortunately. If Yin is truly after Ilya's life, then this case may be beyond our capabilities. There's no guarantee that we'd be able to apprehend a professional assassin like Yin. That being the case, wouldn't it be better to leave this to headquarters? Well, would they not simply look the other way like they did with the incident downtown? I doubt it. Arkansas, and by extension Ilya, are incredibly important to the people of Crossbill. Headquarters would definitely take action if her life were in danger. They'd stake their pride on it. That's correct. You're with the 1st Investigative Division. I am. Alex Dudley. Come with me. Huh? Why? Only a fool would discuss information here of all places. We don't have time to waste. Follow me. Understood. Huh? What the hell's going on all of a sudden? What's the matter with all of you? I don't know what you were thinking, waltzing in there like that. Furthermore, you decided to discuss your investigation with an earshot of their building. Sorry, sir. You're right, we weren't being careful enough. Well, what's done is done. Well, what? You're going to explain to me what you're babbling on about with Arkansas, and how this all relates to your little visit to Hayu. You better tell me everything you know. Excuse me? Where the hell has this come from? It is brazen of you to demand that after showing up so suddenly. I wonder which one of us is truly brazen. The 1st Division has been keeping tabs on Hayu for over a month already. You're the ones who barged into our investigation without any notice. Wait, seriously? Does that mean you're after Yin too? So you know about Yin, Well, no matter. Start talking and don't leave anything out. If you don't comply, I won't hesitate to file a complaint to Sergei over this obstruction of our investigation. Damn it. Alright, fine. However, our investigation is a formal request submitted to the SSS, so we need it to stay confidential. I'll be the one to decide that. Out with the details already. This is an order. I understand the situation. I didn't think there was anything concrete, but it seems they've finally tipped their hand. Are you referring to Yin? Yes, I am. Hey, you employed a legendary assassin as a trump card in order to threaten Ravash's influence. The 1st Division received an anonymous tip with information regarding Hayu. We've been surveilling them ever since. But who would have thought a group of amateurs would stumble onto the scene and give us the lead we needed? Wow, that almost sounded like a compliment. I'd like to inquire as to why you only had Hayu under your surveillance. I am under the impression that your team is leaving Ravash unchecked. What are you implying? The 1st Division already understands Ravash's operating procedure. We're also fully aware of both the incident downtown and how they've used their warhounds. Don't think for a second that we haven't kept tabs on the cases you've been getting involved in. What? Then why? If we got involved in every little thing they did, there'd be no end to it. None of the incidents you took on were anything as serious as murder. They were simply petty crimes. Do you honestly think we put off more important cases to divert our limited personnel to such minor issues? I understand that, but still, those of us in the 1st Division are leagues apart from know-nothings like yourselves. We're charged with maintaining a certain degree of order in the city where justice is a constant uphill battle. We're expected to suppress major crimes and protect the public from criminal organizations and foreign intelligence agencies. Can you possibly fathom the work that goes into that? I knew it. I always had a feeling. Crossbell's peace and prosperity are hanging by a thread. Yes, and most of the citizens fail to realize it. Sure, it might be popular to read stories on Ravash's ties to Imperial faction Diet members. Meanwhile, Hayu is in the process of deepening their relationship with the Republican faction. If we allow it to progress any further, they'll be untouchable. Our laws against espionage are lax, as well. Agents from foreign intelligence agencies are free to enter and leave however they like. I never realized. This is unbelievable. The way you're talking, Crossbell's already got one foot in the grave. In a situation as desperate as this, our only option is to simply do what we're able to. We assess how dangerous each case is, and even if we can't solve the root cause of it, we can at least lessen the impact. Handling Yin is nothing more than solving one part of a larger puzzle. We haven't been able to keep a close watch on the case regarding Arkansas. Thank you for the valuable information. The 1st Division will handle it from here. You may return to your usual duties. What? The hell is this crap? After carefully assessing the situation, I've ascertained that Yin is more than a mere legend. We'll be observing Heiyu's movements while protecting Ilya Platier from falling victim to our mysterious assassin. Tell me, would you be able to handle all that? Damn it. Given our lack of resources, it would prove to be difficult. At the very least, I can let you handle contacting Arkansas. Make sure you tell them that their case has been transferred to the 1st Division. See to it that they're given a proper explanation. What the hell? He just shows up, gives us shit, takes our case, and then drives off? And in a personal vehicle at that, adding insult to injury. As frustrated as we all are, I understand where he's coming from. I actually agree with him. The scope of this case has gone way beyond our level of experience. All we can do now is inform the troop and offer our sincerest apologies. Guess you're right. We've run out of options. Hold on, guys. And Lloyd, you're the last person I expected to hear that from. You told us to overcome our barriers. You said as long as we're together, that no barrier is too high, didn't you? So why? Why are you giving up so easily? Ellie? Whoa there, where's this coming from? Didn't you already tell us it'd be better to leave it to headquarters? Wait, is that? I did, didn't I? Ellie, I understand. I'm frustrated too, Ellie. I want to do something about it just as much as you do. If you don't want us to give up, then we'll find another way. No, it's alright. I'm sorry, everyone. I think I've just had a rough day, is all. Ellie. Well, we did spend our entire day running into one jackass after another. Let's go report the news to Arkansas. We can head back to base and relax for a bit after. That sounds like a reasonable plan. Sure, sounds good. Is that okay with you, Ellie? Yes. Thank you, everyone. Let's be off to Arkansas then. Huh? Oh. Oh, what a surprise. Good afternoon, Miss Ellie. Hello, Grandfather Ernest. Did I hear right? This man is Ellie's grandfather? It's been some time. I'm glad to see you're looking well. How's work been going? Well, we're still new to this, so there's a lot left for us to learn. But I assure you, I don't intend to bring any shame upon the McDowell name. Oh, Ellie, I've told you before, haven't I? You don't have to worry yourself over things like that. Are these your colleagues by any chance? Yes, they are. It's nice to meet you, sir. My name is Lloyd Bannings, and I'm with the CPD's Special Sports Section. T.L. Plateau, how do you do? How's it going? Name is Randy Orlando. My name is Henry McDowell. It's a pleasure to meet the three of you. I must thank you for taking care of my granddaughter. It's quite the opposite, sir. Ellie is the one always looking out for us. Mademoiselle is a bona fide genius when it comes to dealing with all the paperwork we gotta go through every day. That does not excuse your utter lack of assistance, Randy. Is that so? Well, what is important is that you're content with your post. You know, Miss Ellie, I really think you should make some time to stop by home every once in a while. I'm sorry. I've been hesitant to rely too much on my family since I began living on my own. Even so, don't you... It's fine, Ernest. Ellie wishes to stand by her decision. Listen, dear. Continue down the path you've chosen until you're satisfied. I cannot mix business with personal affairs, but know that I will help you out to the best of my ability. I know. Thank you, grandfather. Now then, shall we go, Ernest? I have a meeting with the Business Owners Association next, correct? Yes, sir. It's scheduled for 5 p.m. Phew, that's one bitchin' ride. I knew your family was loaded, Mademoiselle. I wouldn't really... Wait a second. Whoa there. Lloyd? You said Henry McDowell, right? As in the mayor of Crossbell City? That Henry McDowell? Say what? He is. Come to think of it, I do recall seeing that information in the database. Oh dear. Honestly, it's a miracle that you hadn't noticed until now. There's always something about your surname that bothered me, but I couldn't for the life of me figure out what it was. The mayor's name must have totally slipped my mind, I guess. And I call myself a detective. You have to beat yourself up over it. Besides, my grandfather's position has nothing to do with me. Oh? Anyway, we should hurry and speak with Ilya and the others. We still need to tell him about the First Division taking over the case. Yeah, unfortunately. Yo, Mademoiselle. Why do you think your granddad stopped by Arkansas? Oh, that? Arkansas's first public performance of their new production is being held alongside this year's anniversary festival. I assume he was here for a business meeting regarding that. Gasp. Phew. Pant. Oh, look. You're back. And just in time, too. That was amazing. You two are incredible. Indeed, I've never experienced anything quite like that. You think so? Sounds like if we iron out the kinks, this might become a crowd favorite. Oh, that gives me an idea. How about you wait another moment before the Moon Princess's spin, Risha? That way, it'll give the Sun Princess just enough time to react in a way that will really capture the audience's hearts. That's perfect. Your dancing isn't the only thing that's amazing. You're going above and beyond to perfect every little part of the performance. Well, I figure if we can do it, we might as well strive for perfection until it's time to perform. But enough about that. Has there been any developments in the investigation? Oh, that's right. Yes, actually. It's not exactly good news. What do you mean? Alright then. Let me go grab Avon and you can fill us in on everything, okay? This Jin character sounds like he's quite dangerous. You can't be serious. He's really somewhere in the city? Wow, well that sure is a fun story. A shadowy, immortal assassin whose legend is whispered in the dark corners of the Eastern Quarter? Ooh, I love it. The character practically begs to be on the stage. I'll have to add him to our next production. Heck, we can even work the general outfit into our third act right now. We just gotta get some white robes and the costume is set. Oh, Ilya. This is an assassin we're talking about. Why can't you take this more seriously? We suspect that Yin is being employed by a group known as Heiyu, but we still don't quite understand why Yin sent Ilya the threat letter in the first place. One thing is certain though, the chance that this is nothing more than a prank has decreased significantly. Is there any chance you could postpone or... Out of the question. We wouldn't walk off the stage even if a bomb was about to go off. Isn't that right, Adon? Well, I suppose so. Though we aren't all quite as passionate as Ilya. The truth is that all members of our conceal belong to the stage, heart and soul. You wouldn't find one member of the troupe who would abandon their beloved stage under any circumstances. I may be new to all this, but I feel the same way. Yeesh, I'm sure people tell you to break a leg out there, but at this rate, your legs will be the worst of your worries. Or at least your worries. If you intend to proceed with the show, does that mean you are also okay with the First Division taking over security? Well, I mean, it is pretty annoying, but the show must go on, no matter the cost. So what kind of people are these First Division guys? Well... they're assholes. They're definitely very talented and more than qualified for the job. Objectively speaking, they're excellent at what they do. The members of the First Division are an elite group that live up to their name. They should be able to protect you and your show with the utmost discretion until curtain call. Ugh, I was really hoping to avoid having a bunch of police in here. Then again, we will have a full house. Better safe than sorry. I agree. I think that's for the best. Anyway, we are talking about you here, Ilya. Once the show starts, you won't even notice them. How rude. I'll have you know that I always pay close attention to my audience. The show only reaches its full potential when the audience and play are completely in sync. Isn't that one of your famous sayings? For everyone else's case, yes. In yours, however, I'd say it's more along the lines of you forcibly dragging everyone into your own performance. He's not mincing his words at all, is he? Indeed. She is surely the very picture of a theater geek. Excuse me, Lloyd. Does this mean you won't be part of the investigation anymore? I'm really sorry, Risha. We don't have much wiggle room here. The First Division is going to completely take over the case. With them on it, you won't have anything to worry about, at least. I see. That's a shame. The only reason I agreed to all this in the first place was because you were leading the show, Lloyd. Still, I appreciate you looking into things for us. I'll send some tickets your way as thanks, so be sure to come and see the play next time you're free. Oh yes, and I'm sure we can arrange something. Though I'm afraid you may have to wait until after the anniversary festival. If you're okay with tickets for next month, I can have them sent to you as gifts. Seriously? Hell yes, and here I was thinking I'd have to wait 2 months to see it. It is quite generous, thank you very much. Ellie? I'm so sorry, everyone. I've caused you nothing but trouble. Don't worry about it, Risha. All the running around we did today is pretty typical pretty typical work day for us. It is all simply part of the job. Yep, no worries, Risha. Forget about us and just focus on your guys' preview performance. If you say so, then I will. Thank you, everyone. Preview performance? The hell? You don't know about it already? Arkansas puts on a sneak peek of their next new show before it's available to the public. That's correct. This will be my first time performing in one. People all over the continent, from both the industry and the media, will be attending. I'm sure many influential people have been invited too, in order to boost awareness of our new show. Wow, that's pretty crazy. By any chance, was Mayor McDowell invited as well? Oh yes, he's our guest of honor. I'm told he plans to support the show in conjunction with the anniversary festival. He's quite kind. Despite his busy schedule, he made time to stop by and encourage us. How very much like him. Good luck with the preview, Risha. It may be your first time, but I'm sure you'll perform wonderfully. You think so? Absolutely. Considering all the practice you put in, I doubt you have anything to worry about. Hell yeah, this play's gonna bring down the house. I am quite looking forward to it. I appreciate the kind words, everyone. I'll get back to practice then. Thank you for all your help. Ready to head back, guys? Might as well. I feel exhausted, both mentally and physically. Me too. Oh? We have met before, correct? Yeah, we have, back at the doll studio. It's been a while. Your name was Ren, right? Teehee, correct. I believe it's been about a month since we last saw each other. And you know, it's very impolite to have double-checked what a lady's name is. I should think that any true gentleman would know how to greet a lady properly by their second encounter. You're right. Sorry, Rain. Or Run. Stern little girl, ain't she? Looks like you're alone. Did you take the bus to come look around the city? Yeah, something like that. You see, I enjoy visiting the antique shop by myself every so often. They occasionally put Grandpa Jorg's dolls on display, and oh, they have the absolute cutest stuffed animals. They do? Huh. Still, I don't think it's the best idea for a girl your age to be wandering around this part of town alone. Let me assure you, it's perfectly safe. After all, what's there to be afraid of? The barkers and hostesses are all so very nice. And those men in black wearing all the black glasses never fail to make me laugh. That's, okay. I might even be more worried now. Oh, that reminds me. Did you have fun playing hide and seek with the wolves? It looked as though you had quite a few uninvited guests show up at the last second, too. Come again? Did you get all that from reading the Crossbow Times article about the case? Sure, let's go with that. You befriended that wolf, correct? If you could, I'd love for you to introduce me to him sometime. Sure, we'd love to. Mysterious as always, this one. Indeed she is. Oh? Wait, isn't that? Oh, thank goodness. I was starting to wonder if I came to the wrong place. Ernest? Did you come to see me? Yes, I did. I had business to attend to at the office, so I decided to come by. Ellie? What's wrong? You don't look too great. Well, if I remember correctly, you guys were visiting Arkansas earlier today, right? Did you run into some sort of problem with your police work? Well, sort of. It's not anything major, but someone in the troop requested our help, and we went to report what we found, that's all. You know, I wasn't sure if I should stop by here today or not, but I'm sure now that it was the right decision. What do you mean? Allow me to be honest with you. Ellie, I want you to quit the force and return to us. Quit the force? What? Whoa there, buddy, that came out of left field. I get the impression this does not stem from feelings of love, at least. I know it was your idea to join the CPD, Ellie, but seeing you now, you look so worn down, so lost. Are you sure this is really the right path for you? What are you saying, Ernest? Listen to me, I know you understand the current political climate and the despair that comes with it better than anyone. And that's likely where your initial urge to join the police originated from. But just try to think about the torment and pain the mayor is going through, how he feels in the current situation. With the anniversary festival coming up next month, Mayor McDowell is up to his neck in work. And after that, it's right back to arguing with the Imperial and Republican factions over the budget. And in 6 months, he'll be up for re-election. As I'm sure you know, Mayor McDowell has planned to retire, but without someone to carry on his policies, he feels like he can't. I'm sure that if you were by his side, he'd feel much more confident about being able to keep going with his work. I'm sorry, perhaps I'm overstepping. However, I can't ignore the issue any longer. As someone who respects Mayor McDowell and has been with your family for years, I cannot stand idle any longer. Ernest. Of course, the path you ultimately choose to follow is entirely up to you. I just want you to stop and think hard about whether this path you're on is the right one. I'm going to need some time. Excuse me, everyone. I'm tired, so I'm going to go rest in my room for now. Sure. My apologies for suddenly showing up out of the blue like this. It's okay. Seems to be a pretty complicated family matter. Just try not to bother Mademoiselle for a while, you got it? Seconded. Personally, it feels like you are attempting to take Ellie away from us. I'm sorry, that wasn't my intention. However, you are aware she originally wanted to become a politician before joining the police, aren't you? Really? Huh? You're pulling my leg. That would explain her seemingly boundless knowledge of politics and economics. As the granddaughter of the current mayor, she grew up surrounded by politics. It was only natural for her to want to pursue a career in it. To that end, she studied abroad in a number of different nations to hone her skills for international relations and learn foreign policies. However, when she returned home last year, she was dead set on joining the CPD. So that's what happened. I was unaware. I did always wonder why a fancy lady like herself was working for the CPD. Would you keep an eye on her until she makes her decision? I can't bear to see her flounder about like this, unsure of the path in life she should take. Goodness, it's already gotten so late. I'm sorry for taking up so much of your time. I'll get out of your hair now. Okay then. There certainly has been a great deal to sigh about today. Sure has. We got put through so much shit. Definitely one of those days that just kicks you in the nuts over and over. Nice. I know what you mean. Anyway, let's report back to the chief and call it a day. So that's where things stand. Well, you gonna tuck your tail between your legs and give up here? You're saying we have a choice? The First Division took over the case. There's no way we can oppose them, given our team's position on the force. Yeah, I guess not. The Fox would track you down and give you his longest bitching session yet. Probably. Could we not simply offer our assistance to the First Division? Don't know how well that would play out, considering the shit we got from that glasses-wearing dick. Yep, that's also a long shot. CPD is real fussy when it comes to jurisdiction. Makes cooperation between departments a real pain in the ass. That goes double for the First Division. No way a group of elites like them would accept help from a group of rookies like the SSS. But if you're talking about working incognito, that's another topic altogether. Sir? This is the Special Support Section, the most unconventional department on the force. Sure, HQ tends to ignore us, but that gives you guys a certain level of discretion you can use to your advantage. Basically, as long as you stay quiet about it, you can poke your noses into other departments, jurisdictions, without sending them into a tizzy. You do realize you just said we can ignore our superiors' orders, right? What a bad influence. Heh, it's like I told you before. I might not be able to help you in the field, but I'll cover your asses when I can. In the end, you guys will need to be the ones who take action, though. That being said, your current situation might make this plan impossible to pull off. One of you is struggling to figure out what to do, and this is something you can only overcome by operating as a team. You're right, but yeah, it's hard to get fired up without Mademoiselle with us. The way she was acting is like her head was somewhere else entirely. She's been like that all day from what I could tell. Is Ellie going to be alright? Ellie. Over these past 2 months, I thought we'd become pretty close. But it seems like I never really understood the important things she was dealing with. I had no idea she was Mary McDowell's granddaughter, and an aspiring politician on top of that. If I recall correctly, you didn't attend the police academy, right, Ellie? So how'd you end up with the CPD? Well, to put it simply, this is my way of getting some real-world experience. While I didn't attend the academy, I did take a written exam and marksmanship test when I applied. They couldn't really reject me since I received perfect marks on both tests. You know, the more I learn, the more I feel like we're worlds apart. Do you think so? It's pretty rare for rookies to have already earned their detective license, though. You must have your own reasons for joining the CPD, right, Lloyd? Well, that's... Perhaps it's best to continue this talk after we've officially become coworkers. Alright. I'll go see if Emily's up for a chat. If she's worried about something, maybe I can help somehow. Maybe we can continue that conversation we started. Alright, I'll be right back. Just gonna do a quick bathroom break. Alright. Let's keep going. Grail. He definitely enjoys his lounging. Oh, it's you. Why the long face? How about you toss that scowl away before you come in here? Sorry about that. Still working, Chief? The SSS, unconventional as it may be, is still part of the CPD, so that means paperwork. If you don't have any pressing issues, kid, could you leave me to this? I'd like to get all this finished before daybreak, you know. Right, sorry for the interruption. What you up to, Lloyd? Going out on the town? Well, not exactly. It's about Mademoiselle, then, huh? Well, I can't blame you for being worried. Seems like she's got a lot on her mind right now. Not sure if it's the kind of stuff we should really be buttoned into, though. Yeah, that might be true. But still, if something's on her mind, I want her to know she can rely on us. Oh, were you busy reading something to you? Yes, I was halfway through this science journal, actually. Lloyd? I know. You're worried about Ellie too, aren't you? I was just thinking about going to talk to her. Is that so? If that's the case, I'll let you handle it, Lloyd. After all, dealing with these kinds of issues does not fall into my area of expertise. Here goes nothing. Ellie, do you have a minute? No reply. Is she asleep? No, I don't sense anyone inside. Ellie? Sorry for coming in. Just as I thought. She's not here. Where could she have gone? I'll try looking around the building. Oh. Lloyd? Hey, Ellie. Hey, Ellie. How'd you know it was me? Just a hunch. I don't know why, but I had a feeling you'd come here. Guess you were right. Breathtaking as always. Isn't that the IBC in the distance? Yes, it is. I doubt you would find a cityscape as beautiful as Crossbows even if you scoured the entire continent. Yet the more the lights of the city shine, the more the stars seem to dim. The purity of starlight, the symbol of Adios' love. Ellie, I was thinking over everything that happened today, with Ravash, Teiyu, and Dudley. No matter what you do, you can't change Crossbow's true nature. Ravash's iron grip is here to stay. I am merely referring to them as our fellow business competitors. Here in Crossbow, free trade is protected by law, after all. Did you take offense with that, officers? We're charged with maintaining a certain degree of order in the city where justice is a constant uphill battle. We're expected to suppress major crimes and protect the public from criminal organizations and foreign intelligence agencies. Can you possibly fathom the work that goes into that? That was the darkness of the city, the tragic truth of the state of Crossbow. We're kept alive only by the will of the Empire and the Republic, stripped of all pride and fed constant lies and deception. We're drowning in false prosperity and novelties only because our captors allow it. Everyone just surrenders to these circumstances and accepts the status quo without realizing its true cost. That's the city we live in. Maybe you're right, but you don't want to surrender just yet, do you, Ellie? I once had a mother and father. Oh, I suppose putting it like that makes it sound like as if they've passed away. They're still very much alive. What I mean to say is they divorced when I was little. My mother lives in the Empire now and my father in the Republic. I had no idea. My father was born and raised in the Republic. He moved to Crossbow City, met my mother, and after marrying into the McDowell family, he strove to become a politician. Immediately after he joined the Diet, he recognized Crossbow's ugly distorted reality. As someone with a strong sense of justice, he made it his duty to mend this broken city. Year after year, he drafted reform bills, all in the hopes of bringing change to the state. It's amazing. No, in the end, none of his bills were ever passed. The Imperial and Republican factions both shunned him, ridiculed him. One by one, his allies betrayed him, friends left him, and he became the laughingstock of the political world. Not even my grandfather, as well respected as he is for being neutral, was able to mend his career. Crossbow brought my father to utter despair. And then one day he quit, as a Diet member, as a husband, and as my father. He decided to leave everything behind for Calvard. Mother couldn't stop him, and at the same time she couldn't uproot me, still a small child, to follow him all the way there. Eventually they settled on a divorce, and my father was gone for good. It always seemed like Mother hated him for what he did, but I got the impression that underneath it all, she still loved him. It soon became apparent that living in Crossbill, the state that robbed her of her love, would be too much to bear. My mother left to go with relatives in Erebonia. It was then that I was taken in by grandfather, who raised me into the person I am today. That was the reason I was drawn into following him down the path of politics. It wasn't due to any desire to avenge my father or anything like that. I just couldn't understand it. How could a family so happy and loving end up falling apart so completely? After I made my decision, grandfather began to help me. I studied abroad all over the continent, focusing on politics and economics. However, the more I studied, the more I realized how complicated of a quagmire Crossbow's situation truly was. Caught between the Empire and the Republic, our justice, our interests are pulled apart by the gravity of their immense power, entangled with their own and distorted beyond all recognition. It was there I hit a wall, an insurmountable barrier in my way. A barrier, you say? The same one my father faced, and I'm sure my grandfather faces as well. Do you know who represents the government of Crossbill State, Lloyd? Isn't it Mayor McDowell? Well, yes, but he's not the only one. It's actually both the Crossbill City Mayor and the Speaker of the Diet. Grandfather and the Imperial faction's Speaker Hartman jointly represent our government. That's how we operate according to state law. Sounds like I should have studied a bit more. But wait, why did Crossbill adopt such a divided system in the first place? It's obvious, isn't it? If two representatives from opposite factions have equal authority, they can hinder things for each other, making political reform nearly impossible. No way. But now that you mention it, it does make sense. With two people on top, one side can easily sabotage the other if they try to push some sort of reform through. The fact that this happens is a tragic inevitability given Crossbell's founding. 70 years ago, Crossbell State was born from a mutual agreement between Ereboni and Calvard. In fact, the state's founders were themselves imperial and republican lawyers. Seeing the current state of Crossbell, I can't help but think of it as a curse. I was at a loss. If I were to continue into the world of politics, that same curse would grab me by the neck and drag me under, just like my father. That's why I decided on a new approach, one that my family hadn't tried. And that was the CPD? Yes, from there I told myself I could see Crossbell's twisted reality firsthand, without looking through the muddied lens of politics. I convinced myself that the experience I gained here would one day be my secret weapon when I finally joined Crossbell's political world. The reform that my father failed to achieve and grandfather is unable to pursue. I thought this new perspective would be the key to finally making it a reality. Maybe. But perhaps I was just lying to myself. Perhaps I was just running away. Everything that happened today, I knew it was likely I'd encounter those issues. But still, the reality of things was even colder and crueler than I had imagined. When confronted with it, I was at a loss. Maybe I'm incapable of doing anything on my own after all. Maybe I'm just a broken little girl, abandoned by her mother and father. So what? Huh? You try way too hard to be perfect, Ellie. I can't afford to fail. I need to take care of everything myself, shoulder every responsibility. That's the way you've been thinking, isn't it? That's not... Today was probably our roughest day yet. Being ridiculed, having to hear all that our efforts are in vain. But think about it. Aren't those the things we signed up for when we joined the SSS? Remember, Ellie, there may be barriers we can't get over today, but that doesn't mean we won't be able to get over them tomorrow. Tomorrow. Right now, the barrier that stands before us is the threat letter case. And even though the First Division has taken it over, I say we continue investigating independently from them. What? But is there even anything else we can do at this point? Sure, the First Division may be great at what they do, but even so, it's obvious they're stuck in a Cuff's mindset, only adhering to traditional logic. Maybe a new perspective is exactly what's needed to crack this case. At least that's how I feel about things. Lloyd, just like how you joined the CPD to gain a new perspective on Crossbell, right? If we're somehow able to solve this case, then I'm sure that means that your goal isn't out of reach either. Of course, I shouldn't really compare our investigation to Crossbell's underlying issues, but what we need right now is the experience of overcoming these kinds of obstacles. If we keep clearing the small barriers one by one, then someday we'll have the power to get over the big ones too. In these 2 months we've been together, I've come to realize something. You have your own troubles you're working to overcome too, don't you? So how are you able to stay so optimistic? Well, let's see. Maybe it's because I have someone I'm trying to catch up to. Though that in itself may be a problem. I think I understand, but I'm not as strong as you are. I'm just so tired of it all. I didn't come up here with the intention of talking so much about my past, but I just couldn't keep it bottled up anymore. At this rate, I'm only going to drag the team down. And if that's the case, I should probably... Ellie. We need you, Ellie. Your profound knowledge, your negotiation skills, your sharpshooting, your sense of justice. We're going to stand up to this city, we're going to need you. But, that's not it though. While all that's true, my point is this. I'd be happy if you decided to stay by my side, Ellie. What? We were a bit of a mess at the start, but I feel like we really started to become a team over these past 2 months. Even when we're bombarded with the stress of daily life, we make the time for small things, like deciding whose turn it is to cook. We've all come to trust in everyone's individual strengths. Not every day you find teammates like that. Well, we may still be rookies, sure. It's too early for us to be able to tackle every problem by ourselves, but it's also too early for us to give in and despair and give up trying to fix things. We'll tackle each day head on, do whatever we can, and keep relentlessly confronting the status quo. And if that somehow fails, we'll just come up with a new plan, together. You, me, Randy, and Tio. And despite the way he acts, the Chief is always doing everything he can to support us from the side. Heck, even Zed has our backs now. So don't forget, Ellie, you're not alone. You're absolutely right. I'm not alone. How could I have forgotten something so important? Thank you, Lloyd. Even though it won't be able to solve all my problems, I do feel a little better now. Glad to hear it. Still, apart from the lines that sounded like they came straight out of a teen drama, I was a bit surprised. That's great. I'm painfully aware of how cheesy they were, okay? But what do you mean by surprised, Ellie? Because, well, talking about how I'm needed and telling me that you want me by your side? I thought you were confessing your love to me. Confessing? Wait, that's not what I meant at all. Oh? So are you saying I'm not good enough then? You know that's not it. Oh, come on, you're just teasing me now, aren't you? Heh, just a little payback. But you really should be more careful, Lloyd. You may not realize what you're doing, but you really have the potential to be a serious womanizer. Hey, hold on a second. I understand if you're talking about Randy, but why me? The fact that you don't even know you're doing it makes it all the worse. Good grief, Lloyd. Can't believe just hearing those words made my heart beat so fast. What was that? Nothing. But anyway, I'm sorry I wasn't there when you reported to the chief. Did you guys come up with a plan for how to continue our investigation? No, not yet. Right now, the case hinges on figuring out what Yin hopes to accomplish. Tomorrow we can ask around and see if we find some sort of lead. Sounds good. Thanks to you, I have a feeling that I'll be sleeping soundly tonight. How about we hold a meeting tomorrow morning after we get some much needed rest? Sounds like a plan. Star Blast 2. Electric Boogaloo. That concludes this week's report. The warhounds they've trained may prove troublesome. If Master Yin were available, he would easily compensate for a lack of force. Very well. We shall continue with all our current operating protocols within the city. In addition, recall half our personnel currently dispatched to Altair. Understood. I shall take my leave, Master Chow. Have a pleasant evening. Yes, to you as well. How troublesome. I'd rather not have to request the Elder's assistance. Such help will come with a heavy debt. If only Master Yin were more cooperative, our plans would be proceeding splendidly. Worry not. I plan to uphold my end of the bargain. Shouldn't surprise me that you were eavesdropping. Dear me, I fear I may have made a few slips of the tongue. Please, we both know you said it exactly as much as you wanted me to hear. Just as cunning as ever. Me? Oh goodness, no. I'm no match for you. So what do I owe this visit? Are you perhaps in the mood to cull some warhounds for us? Your subordinates are more than capable enough to handle that matter. My role is to take care of Ravash's main force, beginning with that man Garcia. That was what you hired me for, was it not? Oh dear, you truly are no fun. It has come to my attention that you have become entangled with Arkansas for some odd reason. I'll have you know that the CPD is quite good at their jobs, so don't do anything that will bring us trouble. Do I make myself clear? Heh, no need to worry. More importantly, what is your impression of the special sports section? Oh, so that's what you come here for. Let's see, they're an intriguing combination of young people. Their leader, Lloyd, most of all. He's perfectly aware of his weakness, yet he continues to push forward with determination. He seems to have a strong intuition as well. To be honest, I quite like people like him. I was not asking you about your tastes. What about the other members? Again, each of them proves to be quite intriguing in their own way. May McDowell's granddaughter possesses a keen sense of diplomacy and operates as the team's administrator. As for the girl from the Epstein Foundation, while her orbital staff itself is fascinating, I suspect she has some special qualities of her own. Lastly, we have our red-headed fellow. He has a certain air about him, one not dissimilar to our own. Intriguing indeed. I must ask, why have you taken such a great interest in them? I simply wish to put them to a little test. I was curious to find out if they are worthy of taking on a request from Yin. Isn't it a bit ridiculous? Despite all the work we put in, we have no choice but to hand over the case to the First Division. If Risha hadn't asked us in the first place, everything we'd uncovered would have stayed hidden. Yeah, you're right. If only there was some sort of kind of diversion that would allow us to continue investigating. Let's think for a minute. Who would know about Yin in the first place? Well, obviously Heiyu, considering that's his current employer. Then there's their rival Ravash in the First Division, who's tracking Heiyu's movements according to Dudley. From there, we can assume that Speaker Hartman, who's closely tied to Ravash, knows about him as well. That's the man you mentioned yesterday, right, Ellie? Yes, he's a career politician who more or less rules over the Diet, serving as the leader of the Imperial faction. Honestly, it wouldn't be far-fetched to say that he's Ravash's greatest supporter. Incidentally, almost all of Grandfather's reform bills were crushed by this man. I've always heard his name, but never knew just how much power he had. If he's tied to Ravash, though, then Yin would be a threat to him as well, I imagine. Yes, which means they wouldn't have much of a connection. Tio? Randy? You two look completely bewildered. Is there something we're missing? No, it's just, you seem to be in a much better mood today, Ellie. I guess so. I'm sorry about yesterday, everyone. I wasn't acting like myself. But I'm fine now, and I don't intend to be a burden to the team anymore. You've never been a burden to us, Ellie. Quite the opposite, actually. You help us out all the time. I mean, look at us now. Thanks to your political knowledge, we're making progress by leaps and bounds. Oh, do you really think so? Something smells fishy. Agreed. Something is off. Very off. Wait a minute, you two. You know, now that I think of it, I could swear I heard a pair of voices chattering away on the roof from my window. I wonder... Congratulations, said Lloyd and Ellie. I wish the best for you two. Hold on, we didn't do anything that deserves a congratulations, right, Ellie? Yes. I mean, no. We were just talking about life and other things of that nature. Life, eh? I talk life with the ladies now and again. So tell me, how far did you two go? Randy! Please, Tio's sitting right there. How far did you go? Is Randy referring to the intimacy people engage while in romantic relationships? Nope, not at all. Lloyd and Ellie, sitting in a tree. That's enough for today. Yes, ma'am. Sheesh. Me and Ellie together? Romantically? You guys know that wouldn't happen. Huh? I mean, I don't think we're all that compatible, and I can't really imagine our relationship going that way. Right, Ellie? Damn. What's the matter? You idiot. You stepped right on a landmine. Oh yes, you are so right, Lloyd. All I did was ask you for some advice on a very unimportant subject, that's all. And there most definitely wasn't any sort of romantic atmosphere like you oh so graciously pointed out. Alright then. You know, by incompatible, I only meant that we don't exactly make a good match. Blair. Sorry. Haha. Well, either way, glad to see you got some more fire in you today, Malabzali. Ah, yes, thank goodness. I was not sure whether or not you were going to stay with the CPD. I'm sorry, I never meant to make you all worry. I don't know where the future will take me, but right now I know this is where I'm meant to be. So everyone, I'm happy that I get to keep working with you. So am I, Ellie. Haha, damn straight. Besides, doubt we get much done around here without you to keep us in line. I wouldn't have to be so stern all the time if you didn't try to wander off to the casino every other day, Randy. Well, that's enough of that. What should we do about the investigation from here on out? Good question. We could always attempt to corner Yin with a different approach than the one the First Division is using. However, that unfortunately does not do much to narrow our options down. In that case, I've got an idea. How about we have ourselves a trip to Calvar's eastern quarter? I bet we find a few clues about Yin there. Oh. Huh? Why didn't I think of that? But would the department even authorize a business trip to a foreign country? The eastern quarter is far outside our jurisdiction after all. Tio? What are you doing? I was contemplating looking into the police database a bit more. Perhaps I would be able to learn about the First Division's movements and so on. However, I've already searched it last night, so there may not be much in the way of new information. Let's try it anyway. Beats sitting around here doing nothing. Ah, what's wrong? How strange. It seems as though we've received an orb mail. What's that again? Aren't they essentially letters that can be sent from terminal to terminal? Precisely. The peculiar thing is, despite being extremely useful, almost no one in the CPD uses the functionality. Most likely because not many officers are trained to use keyboards. And I'm one of them, unfortunately. Well, who's it from? Let me check. What? What is it? Who would send us... I, Yin, hereby submit my support request. Overcome this trial and face me. Only then will I grant you your mission. It's him. Is this some kind of joke? Tio, where was this mail sent from? Definitely not the police department. Got it. It was sent from the International Bank of Crossbell, otherwise known as the IBC. What does this mean? The IBC's that bank that rakes in mirror from all over Zemuria, right? Why the hell would a place like that be sending us prank mail? Why do you assume I would know? I can say, however, that this mail was definitely sent from an IBC terminal. I have no way of knowing who sent it, though. Could it be possible that Yin has infiltrated the IBC? It's not out of the question. The IBC building is home to quite a few external companies and organizations. Correct me if I'm wrong, but I think there's an Epstein Foundation office too. That is correct. An acquaintance of mine works there. However, I should have been more clear. The orb mail was sent directly from the IBC's main terminal. Because of that, I think the possibility of an external company being involved is low. Well, we don't know until we ask them. I wanted our investigation to fly under the 1st Division's radar, but we really don't have any other choice. Yeah, going undercover this time might be a little tricky. Should we hurry up and check it out before they get in our way again? Actually, we may be able to form our search in secret after all. Really? How exactly? My best friend's father works at the IBC. If we explain the situation to him, he might give us a hand. You think so? Hey, ain't that convenient? Well, mademoiselle. You got more connections than you know what to do with, don't you? I have a decent amount. Unfortunately, I have no way of knowing whether or not he's even in Crossbow City, given how hectic his schedule is. What sort of position does he hold there? You may have heard of him, actually. His name is Dieter Kors. What? What, he famous for something? I'll say. Honestly, you can make the argument that he's just as well known as Ilya. Dieter Kors. He is one of the continent's most wealthy individuals and the leading figure in the Zemurian economy, as well as the current CEO of the International Bank of Crossbell. He's the top dog of the whole freaking bank? He was originally an old friend of my father's, but he's also kept a friendly relationship with my grandfather. Because of that, I've known him a good portion of my life. And his daughter is one of my closest childhood friends. How convenient. Wow, that's amazing. But even if he is the CEO, we won't be able to do much if he's not there. You're right, I heard he spends almost half the year abroad on business trips. Nevertheless, there's no harm in trying, is there? Even if he isn't in town, my friend might be. She may even be able to help us. Let's do it then. We're getting somewhere with the investigation now at least, but are you worried about the intentions behind the orb mail? It was written similarly to the threat letter, but his reason for sending it remains unclear. Well, he went out of his way to send us a challenge. Be rude of us not to take the bait, you know. Agreed. So, shall we head to the ABC then? We are looking for ingredients for a new fish dish. Hurry over and talk to me at Long Lao. I'm counting on you. Alice. Testament training. I'm requesting the special foot section to train us to improve our combat skills. Desired duration 2 to 3 hours. If you accept, come to Trinity in the downtown district. I'd like to acquire a certain herb used in internal medicine research. I will share more details in person, so please head over to St. Ursula's Hospital, first floor internal medicine office. Dr. Lego. State government. A dangerous monster, Savage Horn, has been sighted on East Crossbell Highway. We ask that the Special Sports section deal with this threat swiftly. Items of note. Be aware of its charge attack and snort attack that can inflict burns. Okie doke. Time to get our missables and then do some questing. Ah, Lady Ellie. It's been far too long. I do not believe you visited since you joined the police force. I apologize I haven't come by soon, Elmer. So, has anything changed around here? Not that I'm aware of. Joanna and I have managed to stay in good health. And Master Henry continues to work tirelessly, but to no one's surprise, I might add. Oh, what are we ever going to do with him? Man, Mademoiselle's place is as decked out as I was anticipating. This must have cost a fortune. Yes, when we visited before, I saw that the inside was just as magnificent. She also appears to be well acquainted with her butler. Well, the McDowell family's been distinguished for a long time now. This is precisely why I didn't want to bring you all here. I knew this was bound to happen. Do you all like to read novels? I enjoyed this book during my breaks, but I've finished it now, so I'd like for you to have it. Hope you enjoyed it as much as I did. Alright. Even a cat can do it. How to prepare a delicious cake is on the shelf. Sweet cake. Well, it looks like my break is already over. Time to get back to it. And I think of Warrant Officer Marielle as my boss instead of the commander, work becomes a lot more bearable. Alright, I just finished this book while I was on break. Why don't you guys take it with you? Alright. That's all except for the quests, where I can get something. Oh. Oh, fire escape. Ooh, plenty of ingredients. Hell yeah. Come on, just give me the peculiar. Not that bad. Come on. Maybe it's him? I don't know. Nope. There we go. Jeez. Oh, it tells you the skill. I should have looked at that. That'd be really helpful. I guess Lloyd and Randy are about the same. Though I don't know if they can both make peculiar dishes. We'll have to see on the next one. Next time on Dragon Ball Z. Alright, going to... no. Might do this last quest and call it a day. Not sure yet. Welcome to Long Lao. Shan Shan, I presume. We're here to discuss your support requests. Wow, you're here already? Oh, thank goodness. Ain't she a cutie? I think fishing for ingredients was the name of your requests. Work's work. But is it me or does the SSS get saddled with a lot of fetch requests? You're not wrong, but it really is out of our control. I don't know what you guys are talking about, but I need this done as soon as possible. We had a customer suddenly come in this morning and make a big reservation bigger than our stock can handle. We tried to buy some fish from the marketplace, but even they were running low on the good stuff. We're going to need odd jobbers to tackle this one for us. Sorry, what was that now? I do not believe odd jobber is an apt description of our work. All I know is I spoke with the Bracer Guild receptionist and he told me he'd set something up for me. There weren't any bracers available, but he mentioned a group of odd jobbers that'd be willing to help. Aren't you the ones he was referring to? So it's that damn receptionist's fault, eh? The worst part is he's not completely wrong. Still feels bad to hear it, though. However, Lloyd is a proficient fisherman, so I believe we are more than capable to accept her requests. After all, she does appear to be in need. Yeah, I think you're right, Tio. Let's do it then. Really? That's such a relief. This dish calls for a fish that's both slender and long. Reservations for 5 people, so we need 5 of the same type of fish. But if you have trouble catching that specific type of fish, then I guess we could sell it for something else. However, whatever kind of fish you end up bringing, we'll definitely need 5 of the same kind. Got it? To recap, you want 5 long and slender fish. If we fail to catch them, then you'll settle for another fish as long as they are identical. Okay, I think we've got it. We'll fish them up and bring them to you. Thank you so much. I'm counting on you. Alright. I need 5 eel. Alright, let's see if we can just catch them. Fishing spot right here in the city? Don't mind if I do. It's just a bro fish. But he coughed up something good. Alright, take 2. Carp. Try somewhere else. Let's go to other side actually. I can get this chest? Wow. Ah, goddess, it hurts. The grass is clipping right through me. Yeah, guess we'll fight the monster since we're right here. Trying to find that fishing spot. It's over here. Oh, I think I know where it is. Come on. Really? He's standing in it. His foot should die. Whatever. Nah, he's almost dead. There we go. Kind of rest area would be complete without a fishing spot. I think it's here that I can. There we go, that's a good amount. Might as well save here because I don't want to do that again. Not sure if this is the right place. May look it up real quick. I think it's down here somewhere. Oh, right over there. There we go. Got a 50% chance here. Or so they say. Sure, I'm on duty, but a cast here and there can't hurt, right? Oh, come on. Really? I don't accept that. We're going to save scum this. Oh, come on, really? I did it a different way. Are you serious? Finally. Of course it's a gluttonous pass. I like the fishing, but sometimes it can be a pain. Because you have to hit it right when it has the exclamation point, or else you just automatically lose it. He's just everywhere I go. Everywhere I go, I see his face. Just everywhere I go. I'm gonna murder someone. Yep. Maybe I have to catch those first. I don't know. Surely there won't be any more bruffish, right? Finally, what I'm looking for. Yay. Just need to do that 4 more times. Come on, RNGesus. Guess it's every 2 broffish for every 1 eel, maybe. I don't know. Well, of course it did. Alright. Might have to get more bait, but I'll accept what I can get. Let's see. We've got 3. I guess I already had one. Sweet. Just need 2 more. We've got 2 more earthworms. Can we do this? Probably not. I knew it. Could feel it in my soul. Yes. Just need 1 more. But I have no bait. We're gonna beat up some things. Of course he gives me that. Let's see if we can force his spawn rate. There we go. Alright, we're gonna try with 5. I only need to get 1. Let's double check that. 5. Yep, need 1. It's gonna be 5 brofish. I can feel it. I'm in shock. Didn't think I was gonna be that easy. Let's try and get some other things. Or not. Just gonna warp back to, or walk back to Crossbell City. Another thing here. Oh, those are the long and slender ones we need. Those will go great with a rice dish. Wow, you even brought me 5 of them. Is it really okay for me to have these? Yeah, I'm just gonna give you all the brofish too. You have to take those as well. Thank you, now we've got enough ingredients to last the night. You were able to bring our usual fish, so I'm sure our customers will be delighted. Here, I'd like to give you these as a thank you. Actually, there's a recipe I want to give you. Are you interested? Yes. It's the secret recipe to our delicious fried rice. We plan to make this alongside the fish tonight. Hope you guys use it too. Thank you, we'll gladly accept it. Good luck with tonight. We're rooting for you. Yep, thanks for your help, odd jobbers. Hahaha. We weren't able to clear up the misunderstanding by the looks of it. Oh, Wald? Oh, it's you guys. Hey Wald, do you come here often? Pretty much. Owner's some annoying old dude, but the grub's decent. And not to mention their waitress is pretty friggin' sexy, you know what I'm saying? Oh, I most definitely do. On that, at least we can agree. Seriously, guys? There's some decorum for once in your life, Randy. The hell are a bunch of coppers doing here? Well, whatever. Don't get in the way of my eating if you know it's good for you. Got it? We're gonna make this last dish and then call it a night. Okay, so Ellie, do Randy first. There we go. Ooh, burnt rice. Give the next one to this statue. Well, might as well end right around here. Alright, well that's all for me for today. Thanks for coming by the stream. Hope you all have a good night.